debate. I said this to my father. I was the first person to speak to him when he came off the stage that night. I go, that debate was over before the guy got to his microphone. Do you see him shuffle across the stage? He's doing... This is not projecting strength to the rest of the world. This is not. No way could he do what we're doing right now. No way could he do what my father's about to do. And by the way, he just got to this beautiful house. He's in the house. How about we send him a little message right now? By the way, looking in that direction, there's another incredible fighter. Has anybody ever heard of Alina Haba in the beautiful red dress right there? You put any corporate attorney in the country, and that girl in that beautiful red dress and those stilettos will walk all over them. She's got more backbone than every one of them combined. Come on, Alina, come up here. Get up here. She's unbelievable. She goes on every single show, every single night, and fights like hell. And we love her and we appreciate her. We love the fighters. We love the fighters, and she's a great one. You want to say something?
I got to lower this a little bit. I am not 6 foot whatever. But I will tell you one thing. I have sat in courtroom after courtroom fighting for this family for the last 3 years, and it is the proudest job I have ever had. It is. There is corruption like you have never seen, and that is coming from a person who cannot even tell you half of what she's seen. In those courtrooms and those judges and that corrupt Jack Smith and the DOJ that is fighting the Biden fight because he cannot spell Bob backwards, we are going to take America back. And I will tell you right now, I'm doing my part, but you guys being out here are doing yours. Thank you. God bless America. God bless the Trump family.
God bless her. She's really an incredible person. But guys, if there's one thing I can promise you, we're coming up on the RNC in a couple days. From now until November 5th, we as a family are going to fight like hell. We are going to fight every single second of every single day, and we are going to restore the greatest Republican in the history of the world. Joe Biden's going to get the hell out of the White House. And we're going to put the professionals back in. And we're going to make this country strong. We're going to bring back God. We're going to bring back our Second Amendment. We're going to save these. Freedom of speech, the nuclear family, all the things that we absolutely adore. We're going to root out the corruption, and we're going to make this country so proud. And I have never been more proud as a son to stand on the stage. And I will stand on this stage no matter how many bullets that they launch at me, how many arrows they fling at me. With the greatest president this country has ever seen, we will never stop fighting. We will never give up. And I promise you all, Florida, we're going to win Florida by the biggest numbers you've ever seen. But we're also going to win this country by the largest margin ever. I love you, Florida. Get ready for the greatest president in this country's history. Donald Trump is in the house, and he'll be on the stage in 1 minute. Love you guys. Thanks.
Wow, there we go. All right, y'all. Let me know if everybody can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. You see, we got this shirt. We got to vote Trump. We have to vote Trump. We have to vote Trump. I want everybody to put vote Trump in the comment section. Vote Trump. We got to. We are here. Like I said, we are waiting on Donald Trump to come out. Salute to everybody. Glad that everybody is here. Make sure as you come, make sure you please hit that like button as you coming in. It really, really helps. Share the video so more people can come up in here. So please, if you have not, please hit that like button for me. It really, really helps out a lot. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to my mods, Swagger Boy, Mia. Salute to y'all. We are here. We are waiting on the greatest the greatest president ever, man. We are ready. Salute to everybody putting vote Trump in the comment section. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. Let's go. What's up to everybody in here? Salute to all my members. What's up, Mr. Dunn? Mr. Dunn. Mr. Dunn is in the house. Salute to everybody showing support. We are here. We are live. We are waiting on Donald J. Trump. So I think Donald Trump is coming out in like 10 minutes. So I will be keeping an eye on it. So right now, what we'll do is we'll play some of Donald Trump memes that he had over the weekend going at Joe Biden. It's just been really, really crazy, boy. I'm telling y'all, they have been trying to get Joe Biden to step down. It's been a lot going on. Salute to everybody who's been checking out the videos on the channel. Thank you very, very much to everybody that's been doing it. Like I said before, please hit that like button so we can get more people up in here. Please hit that like button. It really, really helps out a lot. And like I said, we still paying attention right here. I have the volume on mute because I don't want to get copyrighted because they playing music. But we will wait on Donald Trump to come out. And while we waiting on that, have y'all seen Donald Trump's new ad that he put on Joe Biden, this sleeping ad? Y'all might want to check this one out.
If you're having trouble sleeping, ask your doctor about Bidenica, the sleep aid made from 100% Joe Biden press conference.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Bidenica has a patented blend of confusion and forgetfulness that will calm the most overactive brains.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
When they sold out American jobs and killed the Keystone Pipeline, it kept me up all night worrying about how we'd pay our bills. But then I got Bidenica, and I've never slept better.
Sometimes when I get hopped up on sugar, my parents give me Bidenica so I pass out. Other times they give it to me during the day, probably so they can do the deed. Gross.
Warning, people who have used Bidenica have experienced rapid lying and an inability to secure the southern border. Others have hallucinated and fought breakfast cereals.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Ask your doctor if Bidenica is right for you.
Thank you for doing this. How do you pull this out? Frightening. This is not how decent people behave. This is not how people who want to be president behave.
You know, there's not many people watching anyway. So,
is there anything you regret?
This is sort of the last gasp.
I know you believe that Mr. Trump will be a better president of the United States.
That's what we're talking about.
Total disaster. What are you going to do about it?
Let's skip over that.
But he's going to win?
They're overwhelmingly popular with the American people. But look, I never thought that would happen. Never, 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 never. If it fails here, Katie bar the door.
We'll see.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Oh my God. Y'all see how he literally just fell asleep. Salute to Richard Morgan for the $10. Appreciate you for supporting the show. I appreciate everybody who shows support to the channel. Everybody who hit that like button, subscribe. And like I said, send donations. I really, really appreciate it. Richard Morgan sent $10. Said, hey, what would Trump do if Sleepy Joe starts a war before the election just to keep Trump out and stop the election? Man, that's the thing right there. We got to get Sleepy Joe up out of there. Because I'm telling you, like right now at this point, they are willing to do anything to keep Joe Biden in office. Like right now, Joe Biden don't even want to step down. You've been seeing a lot of Democrats been trying to force Joe Biden. They literally trying to force him out of the White House. But then Jill Biden is trying to, she's forcing to keep Joe in there, telling him that she pretty much the one probably telling Joe Biden he's winning and the reason why he wants to stay in the race. I bet you she the one telling him that he's winning. But like I said, we are keeping up with everything. Donald Trump has not came up yet. You see right here, I put it back on screen just to see. And he haven't came up yet. I think, like I said, he's coming up in 5 minutes. So if everybody in here, please sit tight. Trump will be out in 5 minutes. So like right now, we just gonna be having fun talking and keeping it going. I think I have another one right here. Boy, I'm telling you, Joe Biden is done. Joe Biden this man is done. Let me see what else I have over here. Trump. The greatest president of our time, man. That's the reason why I keep these right here. As y'all can see, Donald Trump, he drops a lot of ads on Kamala and on Joe Biden. I mean, he seemed like he dropped ads like every single day on Joe Biden. I mean, almost every single day. And I enjoy it, though, because I love it. I think I'm going to start posting them ads on the channel because I see everybody like the ads. So I'm going to start posting Donald Trump ads on the channel. So y'all look out for that. Like I said, salute to the 750 up in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you in here, you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit that like button for me. It really helps out a lot. Like I said, salute to Richard for the $10. Salute to y'all. Salute to everybody that's in here. Salute to Miss Deborah. Just subscribe to you. My husband and I watch you nightly. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Miss Deborah. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that, subscribe to the channel, show support. Everybody that show up to the live streams. I really, really appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. We are still keeping tabs on Donald Trump. He haven't came out yet, so we are still waiting. We got 3 minutes until President Trump comes out. So salute to everybody for sitting tight, waiting. I really, really appreciate it. But we still going to be having some fun while we wait on Donald Trump.
Please welcome the 45th president.
We're going to make America great again. We're a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation. And we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad. He ended Remain in Mexico. He ended catch and release. I made it catch and release in Mexico, not catch and release here. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens. Did you fire anybody? Did you fire anybody that's on the border that's allowed us to have the worst border in the history of the world? Did anybody get fired for allowing 18 million people, many from prisons, many from mental institutions? Did you fire anybody that allowed our country to be destroyed? Nobody's ever created an economy like us. Nobody ever cut taxes like us. He's the only one I know. He wants to raise your taxes by 4 times. He also said he inherited 9% inflation. No, he inherited almost no inflation, and it stayed that way for 14 months, and then it blew up under his leadership. China's going to own us if you keep allowing them to do what they're doing to us as a country. They are killing us as a country, Joe, and you can't let that happen. You're destroying our country. My retribution is going to be success. We're going to make this country successful again, because right now it's a failing nation.
Boy, you just gotta love it, man. When Donald Trump speaks, everybody listens. I mean, the way Joe Biden was just looking, the only thing Joe Biden can do at the end of that conversation was cough. That's the only thing he could do. Salute to Ms. Jones Smith for the super sticker, the $10. Thank you very much. Salute to everybody showing support in the chat. Thank y'all very, very much for the super chats, supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Miss Grace. She said, hi, Adogg. How you? Let me go down right here. Grace Morin said, hi, Adogg. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat. We are still waiting on President Trump, as y'all can see right here. So everybody, please sit tight and wait on Donald Trump. And I want everybody to put vote Trump in the comment section again, just like we did earlier. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. Let's go. Let's go. Vote Trump. We got the shirt on today. I hope he reveal his VP. They said, I don't know. I've been getting little hints on Twitter, better known as X right now. I see Benny Johnson been putting out some tweets saying that Donald Trump may, let us know who his VP is tonight. That's the reason why I said he might. We don't know yet. He might, or it might be at his next rally or at the convention. But they saying that it could be tonight because they saying Barron Trump is going to be here tonight and more of his family. I don't know if Melania is here or not. I haven't got word of that yet. But I did get word that Barron Trump, Eric Trump, and Don Jr. is there for a fact. But we don't know if Melania is there or not. She might be, but I haven't got word on that yet. I will be checking my Twitter to see. But like I said, it's a big night tonight for them, to be there. Could he be announcing his VP? Y'all let me know if Donald Trump announces his VP, who should it be? Should it be Tim Scott, Marco Rubio, Vivek, Byron Donalds, Doug Burgum? Who is it going to be? Let me know in the comment section, who do y'all think is going to be if Donald Trump was to let everybody know who his VP is tonight? Oh, yeah, I forgot about J.D. Vance, Ben Carson, Tulsi Gabbard. That's another one. Them right there are more. Y'all let me know who y'all think is going to be. I see Vivek. Vivek for VP. I'm saying Vivek. He said Senator John Kennedy would be a good one. I like Senator John Kennedy. He don't be playing around at all. Mark Robinson, that's another good one. I see Vivek. I see more Vivek than anybody. I see more Vivek. I'm starting to see some Byron Donalds, some Tulsi Gabbard, Ron DeSantis. Like I said, we are still keeping tabs on President Trump. He haven't came out just yet. So we are still waiting. He's supposed to be coming out in a few minutes. So I am still keeping tabs on that. So y'all don't have to worry about it. I'm watching it on my other screen over here so I can tell when Donald Trump is getting ready to come out. We're going to switch directly straight over there to the stream. So salute to everybody that's in here, the 800 people. Make sure you please hit that like button. If you're coming in and you haven't hit that like button yet, please leave a like on the video so the video can get out to more people. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button. Eric Trump for VP? Hey, that could be a shocker because you wouldn't think it'd be Eric Trump or Don Jr., but it would be surprising if that's what it is. Okay, I started to see Byron Donalds, Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is the one that I wanted Donald Trump to pick. I wanted Donald Trump to pick Tucker Carlson, but it don't seem like Tucker Carlson is even in the running because he got so much going on. He's running networks. I mean, he got his own page. Tucker Carlson has a lot of stuff going on right now. So I don't even think it's going to be Tucker Carlson, but if it be Tucker Carlson, oh my God. I would be so happy if it's Tucker Carlson. But if not Tucker Carlson, I'm going to tell y'all this now. If it's not Tucker Carlson, me personally, it have to be Byron Donalds or Vivek. It have to be, for me. Vivek or Byron Donalds, I'm okay with either one of those. Byron Donalds, and I like Mark Robinson as well. There's a lot of people, J.D. Vance, it's a lot of people that I like. But Byron Donalds and Vivek, I mean, I see a lot of y'all saying Dr. Ben Carson. I see. Like I said, we are still waiting on President Trump. That's why I'm going to keep popping it on screen just so everybody can see he haven't came out yet. So we are still waiting on Donald Trump. Salute to the 850 people up in here. Be sure to leave a like on the video. I really, really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Please hit that like button so more people can come up in here. We are about to have a ball. It's about to go down. We are waiting on President Trump to enter the house. We are waiting. So, okay, I see. Salute to you, Larry. Say from Kingsport, Tennessee. Salute to you, Larry Williams. Salute to you. Salute to Mia. Okay, I'm starting to see, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Okay. Now, the thing is, I've been seeing a lot of messages, like when we do like the VP talk, a lot of people saying they hope Donald Trump don't choose a woman. How do y'all feel about that? Let me know in the chat, how do y'all feel about a lot of people saying that they do not want Donald Trump to pick any female as a vice president? Because if it's up to me, I don't mind it. You know, I really don't mind it if he do. But a lot of people saying they don't want Donald Trump to pick a female as a VP. See, I see Miss Patty Miller said no woman. A lot of people been saying they don't want no woman. No female as VP. Huck made 365 said no woman, no female. Sunny Days, no woman. So I've been seeing that a lot. I don't know why. Y'all let me know, why do y'all think Donald Trump shouldn't pick a woman as a VP? Let me know the reason why he shouldn't pick a woman. I really want to know, why shouldn't Donald Trump pick a woman for VP? I mean, I don't have a problem with it if he do. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. See, a lot of people saying that most likely Rubio. I said that in my latest video. I'm telling you, I've been keeping tabs up with everything, like especially with Benny Johnson and stuff, and he been saying like Marco Rubio, and then he just put out another tweet that came to my phone saying that Marco Rubio is at this rally. That's another thing. Marco Rubio is at this rally. It don't mean he's Donald Trump's VP. It don't mean that. But they said that Marco Rubio is at this rally. So I don't know if he just there to show support to Donald Trump. Is he Donald Trump's VP? A lot of people, I see you, Grace Morgan. A lot of people have been saying they hope it ain't, Marco Rubio. A lot of people don't want to be Marco Rubio. I told you, for me, it had to be Vivek or Byron Donalds. Them like my top two. It have to be Vivek or Byron Donalds. What about Wesley Hunt? What y'all think about Wesley Hunt? You think he'll make a good VP? Let me know. What y'all think about Wesley Hunt? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think about Wesley Hunt being the VP? And let me check again. Okay. Y'all see the Trump supporters out there dancing? Hey, look, they are ready. They are ready. So as y'all can see, we are still waiting. And like I said before, we ain't going to miss nothing. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. We ain't missing anything. I got the tab open over here so I can tell when Donald Trump is coming out. So we ain't going to miss nothing. So y'all don't have to worry about it. Right now, we just having fun talking and trying to come up with what about this VP pick. Like I said, I don't know if he gonna announce it this rally or the next rally or at the convention. Because I've been getting word on Twitter that he could do it tonight at this rally. They say he could, but we don't know. You saying Wesley Hunt would be good? I like Wesley Hunt. Now, I did say Elise Stefanik as well before, but a lot of people don't want a female as a VP. You think Trump is going to trick us and go straight to it, like pick a female? If he do pick a female, it have to be Elise Stefanik. It has to be. Now, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is another good one, but I'm picking Elise over Sarah. That's just me. Now, if it's a female, it got to be Elise Stefanik. So we still keeping tabs open over here. So we still waiting on the president. We still keeping tabs. So like I said before, we ain't gonna miss anything. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Please hit the like button. We got 900 people up in here. So please leave a like on the video so we can get more people up in here. Salute to everybody that's in here. Chat going crazy. I appreciate everybody that's here. Female VP, Marjorie Taylor. Yeah, Marjorie is another good one. I forgot about Marjorie. Marjorie is another good one. I like MTG too. MTG, like, she ain't afraid. Like, she will call you out. You see what she was doing to Mike Johnson? She was not playing around with Mike Johnson at all. She was calling him out. She tried to get rid of Mike Johnson. Marjorie do not play around. She do not play. Let's keep the tabs open over here. Okay, so we still waiting. All right, let me check my other screen, make sure we straight. Okay. Let me see.
Let's have some fun. We're Americans. This is what Americans.
Okay, so they still playing music and stuff right now. So we still waiting. You said we want Superman Trump for our president. Yeah, y'all let me know. So I see a lot of y'all saying no Rubio. Y'all do not want Marco Rubio as the VP. You said, Adogg, what's your thoughts on Mark Robinson? Hey, look, I told you my thoughts on Mark Robinson. I made a whole video. I even made a short talking about Mark Robinson. Mark Robinson, oh my God, bro. Now, that's another pick. If Donald Trump was to say, Mark Robinson is my VP, I do not have a problem with that. I like Mark Robinson. I'm telling you, he do not play around. Just the way he talk on the microphone. He literally got in front of that camera and said, I don't care what y'all say about me. I'm going to support Donald Trump whether you like it or not. He said, you can write about me. You can talk about me. Whatever you say about me is not going to stop me from liking Donald Trump. I salute Mark Robinson. I have no problem with Mark Robinson. I like him. I did a whole video on Mark Robinson. Absolutely love it. JD Vance. I've been seeing a lot of JD Vance. You said Jim Jordan. I don't think Jim Jordan going to be in the VP race, though. You said Donalds and Donalds 24. They would be pretty good. Byron Donalds and Donald Trump. Hey, I told you before, man, long as it is for me is Vivek. You know what I'm saying? Byron Donalds, I am good. I take that. I'm not mad at that. You said Mark Robinson or Byron? Yeah. Is it going to be Mark Robinson? I don't think Mark Robinson is in the running, but I wouldn't have a problem with him picking Mark Robinson. I would be extremely happy if he was to pick a Mark Robinson, because Mark Robinson is another one that, that's talk his talk on that microphone, and he do not hold back. Just like Byron Donalds, just like Vivek. He do not play around. Let's keep tabs. Okay, he haven't came out yet, so we are still waiting. We are still waiting, ladies and gentlemen, for Donald Trump to come out. I'm gonna get word. I'm gonna get word from Benny on Twitter and see how many people is at this rally right here. See how many people is at this rally. So, like I said, we still keeping tabs. You said no, Nick. Oh no, he can't. No, I will be upset if he. I know Donald Trump is not going to do that, so I'm not even worried about him picking Nikki Haley. I would be extremely upset if he picked Nikki Haley. I would be upset. I'm not even gonna lie. No, she's a traitor. I mean, the thing about it, even when she was going against Donald Trump, she was just saying too much, dumb stuff about Donald Trump. Like, she was saying anything literally to try to win. Just saying anything. And you ain't see Vivek. You ain't see nobody else that went against Donald Trump that was saying bad things about him just so they can try to defeat him. To me, Nikki Haley went too far. She went too far. I did not like that at all. She went too far. No, Nikki Haley. No, no, no. Let me see. I think I have something something else over here for y'all to see. Give me just a second. Let me see. Where is it at? Let me see.
Hello and welcome to the first 2024 presidential debate hosted by CNN. I am Jake Tapper, and somewhere around here is my colleague, Dana Bash. I'd like to set the ground rules to this debate. First off, Biden is allowed to speak whenever he wishes. We will have commercial breaks whenever Biden feels the urge so that his needs can be taken care of. This may or may not include naps, energy boosts, or a snack such as ice cream. On the other hand, Trump is not allowed to speak unless spoken to, and if he interrupts Joe speaking, we're automatically going to deduct 10 points from Trump and Doral. As the hall moderator of this debate, I can call it off at any moment and declare it a complete victory for Biden. Where did Trump go? He was just here.
Boy, that right there get me every time. That gets me every time, bro. That gets me every time I watch that. That right there would have happened with Jake Tapper if he would have, did what we thought he was going to do at the debate. But they called it fair and square. We got to give it to Jake Tapper and Dana Bash. We still don't like them, but they was fair and square that night. The next day, they was back on their BS, talking crap about Donald Trump. But they was okay that night. And that right there was it. Salute to Joe for the $10. I've been watching your channel for a while now. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Thank you, Joe. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Joe. Thank you, brother. I really, really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that shows support to the channel. Thank you very much for that. Thanks to everybody for being here. We are still waiting on the president right now. But salute to Joe, man. Thank you for the $10, brother. Thank you. You said, what did you just say right here? You said you agree. Let me go back up right quick. I think I missed it. Yeah, man, like Nikki Haley, she's like she to me, she just went too far. Like she literally went too far trying to beat Donald Trump. Like, I mean, saying all type of outlandish things. It was just uncalled for. And then she went to the point where she didn't even want to back out of the race. She kept going. And she was using a lot of the Democrats' talking points towards Donald Trump. I'm like, what is she doing? So it's like, no, man, I don't trust Nikki Haley at all. No, I don't trust that woman at all. To me, she just went too far. You said we need Trump now? Yes, we are. We waiting on Donald Trump. I'm still keeping tabs on it. So we are still waiting. That's why I keep popping it up on the screen to show everybody. Salute to Jonathan for the $2. Trump 2024. Salute to you, Jonathan. Appreciate the $2, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Salute to the chat. You said Charlie said Trump is always late. Hey, that's the good thing about it, though. You know, when he got supporters like us, we don't mind waiting. We wait patiently because we know he finna get up on that mic and then he finna say some things that we want to hear. So we have no problem waiting for Donald Trump at all. Yeah, is he always late? Pretty much. But it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, we still waiting. We still keeping tabs on everything. So right now we'll do this right here while we wait. And Joe Biden said that he know how to he said he know how to beat Donald Trump in golf. Do y'all remember that when Joe Biden said that he know how to beat Donald Trump in golf? So this is what I found. Because, we seen videos of Donald Trump playing golf. Donald Trump is a very good golfer. But I did not know Joe Biden, play like this.
The green's right over there. It's that way. Look, sir, just bend a little bit that way and swing away and just straight up. It's fine. Great.
I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
Hey, he said he know how to play. He said he know how to play. That's exactly what he said. Let me see. Do we got tabs open over here? Okay, like we still waiting. Let me know if everybody can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me check my chat. Okay, I see it. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know. You can? Okay, because it seems like my chat up in StreamYard look like it ain't moving. Let me try this. We'll keep going. It might pick up, but it seemed like that it kind of slowed down. It ain't moving. Let me see. Okay, if y'all can hear me, that's fine. But yeah, I can see it on my other screen, but inside the StreamYard, it like it then froze. Let me go over here. Okay, okay. Yeah, it seemed like it kind of froze, but if y'all can still hear me, that's fine. Okay, here you go. It just picked up. Okay, It just picked up. Thank y'all. For some reason, it stopped moving on my screen over here, but I can see the chat moving on my other screen, but on the StreamYard screen, it stopped moving, but it just picked back up. Okay. 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 We back. We back. Okay. I see everybody so they can hear me. Okay. We are back. Make sure y'all please hit that like button as y'all coming in. Please hit that like button because I missed a few super chats. Let me make sure I get them. I don't want to miss anybody out. It's just my screen had frozen. I couldn't see. Okay, let me go back up. Salute to Michelle Perkins with the $4.99. Love your channel, Adogg. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody that's showing support to the channel. Thank you very much. And we got Posey with the $10. Thank you, Posey, for the $10. Salute. Thank y'all very much. I really appreciate that. See, Joe Biden couldn't even play golf, and he made my chat freeze. Joe Biden literally made my chat freeze after I showed the golf video. Him trying to play golf. What he got going on? Then we got Ron White with the $10. We love you, Adogg. Thank you, Mr. Ron White. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And then we got Marcos Marquez with the $20. Adogg, whoever he picks for VP, it is part of the plan. He had to lose so that he can expose the swamp and show American people who they really are. Salute to you, Marcos Marquez. I really appreciate it. True statement there. And the thing is, Donald Trump said he want to pick somebody that he feel like can be president one day. And that's exactly what he said. And that's exactly what he said. I think we got all the super chats out the way. I think we got them all out the way. Let me make sure. Then we got LA Rams. You already know. You see the Ram helmet behind me with the $15. Go Rams and Trump 2024. Salute to LA Rams. You already know we on the same team. We on the same team. And let me go back over here. Let's see. Miss my last one. No, Joe, I called yours out. I think I didn't say CRX. I had just said Joe. That's what it was. I had said Joe. I didn't say CRX. But CRX Joe, salute to you, brother, for the $2. You said miss my last one, but it's all good, bro. No, I definitely called your name out. I definitely called your name out. I just didn't say CRX. I had just said Joe. Yeah, I called yours out. But I appreciate you showing support and stuff like that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, CRX Joe. I'll make sure I say your whole name this time, but I had just said Joe, and you probably thought I was talking about somebody else. But I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. And let me go over here. Shout out to my beautiful mom. My mom became a YouTube member. Everybody, please show my mom some support. You know, just say thank you, mom. Just put thank you, Adogg mom, in the comment section. I want everybody to put thank you, Adogg mom, in the comment section. She became a YouTube member. Thank you, mom. Love you, mom. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. I think right now we still waiting on the president. So it seems like Donald Trump is getting ready to come out. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's saying thank you, mom. Yeah, put thank you, mom, in the comment section. Thank you, Adogg mom. Yeah, she became a YouTube member. Let's go. Yes. Appreciate everybody showing support. So right now we are still waiting on President Trump. Yes, we are still waiting. I think he's getting ready to come out too. Y'all see, Donald Trump supposed to came out 25 minutes ago. Where is Trump? Where is he? He's supposed to came out 25 minutes ago. But remember, I told y'all we have patience to wait on the best president. We have patience. We got patience though. It's okay. But we are still waiting. I'm gonna keep this screen up. I think I just have it on mute because they playing music right now. So right now we just got it on mute so we don't get copyrighted. And as soon as Donald Trump come out, we'll unmute it. Hey, what you? Let me go back right here. I just seen something over here. What did it say? Oh, Jimmy said fashionably late. Salute to you, Jimmy. You said he keep us hanging. Yeah. See that? My mama hear y'all. She said thank y'all. She said thank y'all. Salute to you. Let's go. All right. So right now we are still waiting. I think I have something else to show y'all. Let me go back up here. Because right now we are still waiting. Let me see.
F-A-N-I, Fani. How do you pronounce F-A-N-I, Fani?
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Raising the cap, raising the retirement age for people who are now 30 years old, raising the tax on Social Security, cutting benefits. They're all things that have to be discussed, quite frankly.
The American people know we have to fix Social Security. They know we can't grow our way to a solution. They know we're going to have to make some tough decisions.
Would you consider looking at those programs, age of eligibility,
Absolutely.
cost of living, put it all on the table?
The answer is absolutely, you have to.
We are going to change the retirement age for Social Security.
We will always protect Social Security and Medicare for our great seniors. Biden can't do that. As president, I kept that promise, and I will keep it once again. I will not, under any circumstances, allow either of these two precious gems to be even touched under a Trump administration. You will always have your Social Security in full as you have it now, and you will always have your Medicare. Social Security will be strong and powerful. Medicare will be strong. You deserve it. I will always protect Medicare and Social Security for our great seniors.
That's what you like about President Trump, man. You see the difference? You see the difference in Joe Biden and President Trump? You can see the difference. Like, I mean, in his voice, you can just tell Donald Trump is built to be president. Donald Trump is built to be president, not Joe Biden. He's crooked. He's crooked. So let's keep the tabs open. That way we can see what's going on. And thank you, Miss Lynette, with the $10. Appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, Trump 2024. He can make it all make sense. Trump is awake, not woke. There you go right there. Salute to Miss Lynette for the $10. Thank you, Miss Lynette. I really appreciate it. Thanks for showing support to the channel. Thank you, Miss Lynette. I hope I don't be butchering anybody's names. I don't like to say nobody's name wrong. I try my best to make sure I pronounce it right. But if I ever pronounce it wrong, please let me know, because the next time you donate, I want to make sure I say it right. Salute to you, Miss Lynette. Thank you. So, okay, right now we are still waiting. Let's see what they talking about. Let me see, make sure they ain't got no music playing though.
Because listen, I could also see President Trump wanting to.
Yeah, they still playing music. So we still waiting, y'all. So we still got the screen open. We are still waiting. So we still just gonna wait it out. And at this point, I believe Trump coming out at where I'm at 6:30. So I'm pretty sure he probably coming out at 7 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know. Like if he say he's coming out at like let's just say if he said he coming out at 6 o'clock, he probably ain't coming out to 7:30. It doesn't seem like that what it always be. Wicked Truth with the $5. Mad love, Adogg. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wicked Truth. I really appreciate it. Trump 2024. MAGA. Let's go. LA Rams with the $5. He said, "Is your mom a Rams fan?" You know what? I don't think my mom watched football. I don't think she watched football. But I can guarantee you one thing: if she was watching football, I'd make sure she a Rams fan. I'm like, "Look, Mom, I'm a Rams fan. You got to be a Rams fan now, Mom, because I'm a Rams fan." But if she did, I trust me, I try to convince her to be a Rams fan. But I don't think she watched football. I don't think she watched football. So, you say, what'd you say, Jax? You said, let me go back down. I seen something Jack said. You said Mr. Trump might have gotten caught in traffic someplace. Well, no, because Eric just said he was there. He said he was there already. So he can't be caught in traffic. He was already there. Shout out to Miss Sue. Miss Sue Short. Sue Short became a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to all my members. Y'all see all my members are in green. I really, really appreciate it. So if you want to become a member and your comment would stand out so everybody will see what you're saying, make sure you hit that join button and you can become a YouTube member, become a member of the channel. I appreciate all my members. Thank y'all very much for becoming a member. Shout out to you again, Miss Sue Short. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you. Yes. You see, I told you. You see what my mom said? She said, I don't watch football. I told you I had a feeling she don't watch football, but if she did, I try to make sure I try to get her to be a Rams fan. Salute to my Miss Mia. Right now, I think we are still waiting on President Trump. Let's go back to the tapes and see what's going on.
For watching, and we also appreciate your patience. I know a lot of you signed on early this morning to be a part of the chat and to be a.
Okay, so we are still waiting. So I just been dialing in to just try to see exactly what's going on. Thank you, Miss Sue. She said, "Yay, thanks for all you do. Been following you for a while now." Thank you, Miss Sue. I really appreciate that. Anybody that always say they've been watching me for a while, they support the channel, and everybody that comes straight in. And matter of fact, Mike, like I said before, if you're coming in here, make sure you please hit that like button for me. It really helps out so the video can get out and we can get more people up in here. So please leave a like on the video. It really helps out a lot. I really appreciate it. And shout out to Raider Rick with the $2. Say, hope Trump addresses Ted Lieu and that BS. Hey, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully he do. So we'll definitely see what he's going to talk about. And like I said before, if a lot of you getting in here late, we mentioned that Donald Trump might announce his VP tonight. He might. Don't hold me for it. I say he might. Now, I've been seeing stuff on Twitter from Benny saying that Donald Trump may address it, might announce his VP tonight, or it might be at his next rally or at the convention. And then he came out with another little piece of paper saying that it could be tonight and that Marco Rubio is in attendance tonight, and say that Donald Trump and his family, you see Eric Trump, Don Jr., and even Barron Trump is here tonight. So we shall see what's going on. Then again, he might not announce his VP, but they say it's a very good chance he may shock everybody tonight. We don't know, but we're going to make sure we live just in case it happens. So, we're going to stay dialed in and see what's going on. But right now, we still waiting on the president. He haven't came out yet. What you say? Mike said, "Where's my American flag?" I need to get me one. I'm going to get me one. Just hold me to it, Mike Simmons. I'm going to get one. I promise you that. I'm going to get one. Like I said, I hope it's not Marco Rubio either. Trust me, I don't want it to be Marco Rubio. But they did say he's in attendance and he is on the short list. So we shall see exactly, maybe he just there to support Donald Trump. Maybe he ain't there because of a VP situation. We don't know yet. But we shall see. So we still waiting. And you say, what'd you say, Wicked? Let me go back to Wicked Truth. Wicked Truth and all the VP candidates are there according to Trump. Okay, well, when I seen it, I didn't see that they say it was all. I only seen that they said that Marco Rubio was in attendance. Now, I haven't checked my feed in a while. Now, I might need to go back and check on my feed to see, did they say any more people going to be there? Now, I know Alina Hobbit. Of course, we know Alina is there. So we shall see. I got you, Mike Simmons. I got you. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Linda, for the $4.99. Thank you very much, Miss Linda. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Miss Linda. Thank you. You say, see, right now, the thing is, Joe Biden, he won't be able to watch Donald Trump rally tonight because he said he have to be in bed between 10 o'clock and I think 4 o'clock. He have to be in bed. So right now, Joe Biden is asleep. He's knocked out right now. Thank you, Michelle Perkins, with the $4.99 with another donation. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Mama Adogg, you raised a fine young man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Michelle. I'm pretty sure my mom, she's in the chat, and I'm pretty sure she hear you. She might be typing any second now. She might be typing any second now. Okay, right now we still waiting on Donald Trump. And right now, like I mentioned before, y'all, Donald Trump did drop this ad because he know that Joe Biden like to sleep, and Donald Trump want me to make sure that I play this sleeping ad. So if anybody having problem going to sleep at night, Donald Trump dropped an ad and some medicine that you can get called Bidenica. If you don't believe me, you might want to check this out because Donald Trump wanted me to make sure I show y'all this.
If you're having trouble sleeping, ask your doctor about Bidenica, the sleep aid made from 100% Joe Biden press conference.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Bidenica has a patented blend of confusion and forgetfulness that will calm the most overactive brains.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
When they sold out American jobs and killed the Keystone Pipeline, it kept me up all night worrying about how we pay our bills. But then I got Bidenica, and I've never slept better.
Sometimes when I get hopped up on sugar, my parents give me Bidenica so I pass out. Other times they give it to me during the day, probably so they can do the deed. Gross.
Warning, people who have used Bidenica have experienced rapid lying and an inability to secure the southern border. Others have hallucinated and fought breakfast cereals.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Ask your doctor if Bidenica is right for you.
So y'all let me know about the Bidenica. So what y'all think about Bidenica? Let me know. Is anybody gonna try Bidenica? All right, right now we still waiting on President Trump. So we are still waiting. We are still waiting. I told you at this point, since it's been 38 minutes, and he was supposed to came out 38 minutes ago. So he might be coming out in about 30 more minutes. Cause remember when Eric Trump was just on the microphone, he literally said my dad will be out in 1 minute. But we waiting patiently though. Look at that crowd, y'all. Look at that crowd. Look at this crowd. Joe Biden can never draw a crowd like that. He literally, look at this. This right here is just crazy. Joe Biden did an interview with George Slopinopoulos. He did an interview with George Slopinopoulos and literally told the man pretty much that he draw bigger crowds than Donald Trump. And George Slopinopoulos had to correct him on that and say, no. Donald Trump draw bigger crowds than you. It's like, come on, what is wrong with Joe Biden? This man literally thinks he draw bigger crowds than Donald Trump. And you know it's bad when George Slopinopoulos had to correct you. And you know he don't like Donald Trump. Like, come on. Let's see. Let's get back over here. Okay. President Trump still ain't came out yet. Y'all see, we still keeping tabs on everything right now. We are still waiting. Salute to everybody that's still here, man. I really appreciate everybody that's being patient with me. Ain't nobody left. Everybody been still sitting in here having fun. I really appreciate it. And Miss Sue Short said, my VP choices is Mark, Vivek, Carson. He said, hey, dog, you even threw me in there. Underscore Anthony Love. Hey, if he asked me to tell Trump to call me, hey, I'll be the VP. Won't that be good? Adogg is VP. I'll take it. I'll take it. Shout out to Mr. Gary Beaver, man, with the 1999 showing love. I really appreciate it. Keep it up, Adogg. Trump, Trump, Trump. Let's go, man. I appreciate all the support, all the super chats. Thank you very much. And then come right out of nowhere, we got Allie with the $4.99. Thank you, Allie. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. And shout out to Mia. Mia said, like and share, please. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Salute. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you are here, this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mia. Yes, shout out to everybody showing support. I really, really appreciate it. But right now, we still waiting on President Trump to come out. I see a lot of y'all talking about that Bidenica. I'm telling you, Donald Trump can make some of the funniest ads. I mean, yo, them ads be funny. How he came up with Bidenica is just crazy. Like, I was laughing nonstop. Like, that right there was just hilarious. And even this, let me go to this one right here. Let me find this other one. Boy, just hilarious, man.
You like to see that again? It's hard to catch the first time.
Oh, man. Let's make sure we keeping up with towels. Make sure we ain't behind. So, yeah, we still wait. So, we still waiting on President Trump to come out. He haven't came out yet. So, right now, we are still waiting. But it's okay. This right here is a big night. This right here is a big night. Shout out to everybody in the chat showing support. Thank y'all very much, man. Like I said, please hit that like button if you haven't already. I see a lot of y'all say y'all still laughing. Danielle Scott said, is he going to announce his VP? That's right. That's the reason why I put that check mark. That's why I put the question mark in the title, because they're saying that it's a possibility that he's going to announce his VP tonight. That's the reason why I kept saying throughout the whole thing that he might announce his VP. That's the reason why I put a question mark behind it to let everybody know, hey, he could. Well, we shall see. I've been seeing stuff on Twitter that they're saying that he might announce his VP tonight. They say he can change his mind. He might announce it. He might not. I will keep everybody updated. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about with me. Anything that happened, I will keep y'all updated. But they're saying that he could do it tonight. So we shall see. We shall see. And if he don't do it tonight, it's pretty much probably gonna be at the convention or either at his next rally. So right now, that's what we still waiting to see. So that's the reason why I said I'm gonna make sure that I'm here. So right now we are still waiting. Salute to the 1,000 people that's up in here. Make sure y'all please hit that like button. If you haven't, please hit the like button. That way we can get more people up in here. Y'all see the Trump supporters going crazy in the crowd. See, that's the thing. Joe Biden can't draw crowds like this. He just can't. He cannot draw crowds like this. Like, come on. Hey, they are ready. They are ready. But that's the thing about me. Even though we waiting on Trump, I got stuff that we still gonna be doing over here. So y'all ain't got to worry about sitting back being boring. We got some things to talk about.
We're going to buy American. We're going to buy American. So trade rules. Buy America has been the law since 1933. Also caps and won't even go into effect until 2025. And by the way, that law was written and the benefit expires in 2025. New electric grids that are able to weather major storms and not prevent those forest fires.
Y'all see the lies? Y'all see the lies that Joe Biden just be telling? Salute to Jonathan Rutland with the $2. Said from Mobile, Alabama for Trump. Mark Robinson for VP. I hear you, Jonathan. I hear you. If it's Mark Robinson, I would definitely be happy with that. Like I said, we shall see. I'm only hearing that he might announce his VP and he might not. He might end up saying, okay, I'm announcing it tonight, but no, I'm going to change my mind and I might just do it. You know what I'm saying? Then my next rally. So we don't know. I'm only just going by what I was hearing on Twitter, better known as X. I'm just going by what I was hearing that he could. He, like I said before, he might not. But then again, it's a chance that he could. And guess what? We are all live. We are here. Just in case he's doing it, we seen it in real time. We seen it in real time. If he do, because if he don't do it tonight, he got another rally on the 13th. I will be live streaming that one as well. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel with your notifications on so you don't miss out on that. And if he don't do it there, he might do it at the convention. Either way it go, we gonna find out. So, like I said, I've been trying to check my Twitter feed and see what Benny is saying, because Benny has a lot of inside information. Like he know a lot of Donald Trump people, so he know what's going on. So that's how I'm able to keep y'all informed on everything that's going on, so y'all don't have to worry about it. So I'm only just going by what I'm hearing, that he could announce his VP. And I just want to be live and make sure, you know what I'm saying? I heard it. What's that? MC said, Mia, thank you for your work as model. Oh yeah, Mia she does a good job. She makes sure the chat is good. She makes sure, she does what she does, man. Salute to Mia. She does what she does. You said Montana votes Trump. We here, $8. Salute to you, Mike Simmons. Salute to you. Like I said, we are waiting on President Trump. Where I'm at is 6:48. Is he coming out in 12 minutes? We shall see. Because his son told us he was coming out in 1 minute. That 1 minute turned to a whole hour. That 1 minute turned to a whole hour. But it is okay. We here. We are here, and we are waiting. So it don't even matter. But we got some other stuff to show, so y'all don't worry about it. But this is what Joe Biden does. He literally falls asleep mid-interview.
Thank you for doing this. How do you pull this out? Frightening. This is not how decent people behave. This is not how people who want to be president behave.
There's not many people watching anyway. So,
is there anything you regret?
This is sort of the last gasp.
I know you believe that Mr. Trump will be a better president of the United States.
That's what we're talking about.
Total disaster. What are you going to do about it?
Let's skip over that.
But he's going to win?
They're overwhelmingly popular with the American people. Look, I never thought that would happen. Never, 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 never. If it fails here, Katie bar the door.
We'll see.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Just falls asleep. That's what Sleepy Joe does. Shout out to Boyd Beasley with the $10. He said, my top 3 for VP is Vivek, Donald, and Robinson. Trump 2024. I have no problem with your list at all, Boyd. I agree. I told you before, my top 2 is Vivek and Byron Donalds. Mark Robinson is another good one. Probably would be my 3rd. If I had to add a 3rd, it definitely Mark Robinson. But like I said before, we shall see exactly what's going on and who it could be. But like I said before, if he don't announce it tonight, we will be live streaming his next rally on the 13th. So make sure y'all come back for that. And may he announce it there. We shall see. But we going to be keeping everything up to date. I am watching my phone to see if anything, like if any news break while we live, I'll let y'all know exactly what's going on. So y'all don't have to worry about any of that. Y'all do not have to worry about that. I will keep y'all in the loop. I will keep y'all in the loop so y'all do not have to worry about that.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
Yes. I'm telling you, man, one thing I can say, man, like Donald Trump with them ads, bro, like they just are the best. Salute to you, Miss Kathy LaBelle. So you're the best, Adogg. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kathy. I really appreciate that. Tucker Carlson for VP. Y'all knew Tucker Carlson was always #1 VP for me. But, you know, after a while, we start to see that it seemed like he ain't even in the running. Because I'm pretty sure Donald Trump wanted to pick you know, Tucker Carlson, but Tucker Carlson has so much other stuff going on. And even Tucker Carlson told, you know, he told Benny Johnson, he told him the same thing. He was like, you know what? I think he said that I think Donald Trump should pick Vivek. And, you know, that's right there. Everybody was telling him to pick Vivek. So if it's Vivek, I would be extremely happy. Byron Donalds, I'm extremely happy. Mark Robinson out of nowhere, I'm sure enough going to be extremely happy. So, and one of those three, I'm cool. I just don't want it to be Doug Burgum or Marco Rubio. That's just me. I don't want it to be now one of them. I don't want it to be now one of them. Drain the swamp. I hear you, H-Wine. Drain the swamp. You said, see, the thing is, I don't want it to be Tim Scott. That's just me. I don't want it to be Tim Scott. I like Tim Scott. I have no problem with him, but I just don't think he should be vice president, though. I think he could still work for Donald Trump. I still think he could work for Donald Trump in some other type of way, but I don't think he should be VP though. I just don't think he should be VP. You know, and that right there just me. I just don't think Tim Scott should be VP. Shout out to my mom. She just donated $10. Thank you, Mom. Love you, Mom. She just donated $10. Let's go. And then right after my mom, we got William with a $19.99 super sticker. Thank you, William. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, William. Thank you, Mom. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support tonight. Like I said, as y'all coming in, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We will be live streaming. We will be live streaming the next rally, which is on the 13th. I will be live streaming that. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you got your notifications turned on. I don't want y'all to miss anything. So make sure you are subscribed to your notifications on. We are going to have a ball, and I don't want y'all to miss out. So right now, we are still waiting on President Trump. Is he coming out in 6 minutes? Because it's been almost a whole hour. So when y'all already know, anytime I go live and I do these rallies, I do not talk over the rally. I do not do that. I don't like it. When Donald Trump is speaking, I like to let the man speak. We don't talk no more until after the rally. So the entire time, I'm not talking over anything. If you super chat during the rally, I will pop it up on screen. But I'm not gonna be talking because, you know what I'm saying, I don't like to interrupt. I like to let the content play and see where it go. Oh yeah, y'all see it. Vote Trump. This is the shirt. Vote Trump. Shout out to the Officer Tatum. Vote Trump. Y'all already know. So right now, oh, is that President Trump in that? Now, is that President Trump on the golf cart? Hold on. Is that President Trump in that golf cart right here? Is he coming on the golf cart? Oh, let me see. Oh, they still playing music. Is he coming in? Let's see if he coming in that golf cart. All right. Well, we looking. It seems like the camera, they got it up on the golf cart. We just trying to see. And just so everybody know, I have I have no problem with Marco Rubio. I just don't think Marco should be the vice president. That's just me. I have no problem with him. I just feel like Donald Trump got better options. So, and that's just the way I look at it. Oh, my Lord. Tiger Chick with the $50 bomb. Oh, sweet Jesus. Tiger Chick with the $50. She said, let's go. Thank you, Tiger Chick. I appreciate it with the $50 bomb. Wow. Thank you, Tiger Chick. I really, really appreciate that. I think when that $50 came through, I think my screen shook. I think my screen shook on me. Wow. Thank you, Tiger Chick. Woo, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the support tonight, man. We've been having fun so far. We've been live for about an hour and 11 minutes. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate the support, and salute to Tiger Chick. Salute to my mom, Donay. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That was a bomb. That was a bomb. I got to keep saying it. That was a bomb. Thank you, Maxine Rose. I love this channel. Thank you, Maxine. Thank you. Love you too, Mom. Boy, that right there was hold on, let me go back up. Make sure I got everybody. Hold on, it was it. Let me make sure I got everybody, because I don't want to miss anybody. Let's make sure. Okay. Whoa, I didn't see this one right here. Boy, LA Rams, thank you for the $60. I didn't even see that. It just popped up at the top of my screen. Wow, thank you for the $60, LA Rams. I'm just not seeing that. When did you send that? I'm trying to scroll up. When I think it, hold on, it's 6:50. I don't know. I couldn't see it, but thank you, LA Rams. Thank y'all for all the support, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, hold up. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Miss Becky Hoffman with the $99.99 with the honey bun. Thanks for all you do from Mississippi. Thank you, Becky Hoffman. Woo! Mama, there go that woman. Miss Becky just out of nowhere shot the 99 at me. Thank you, Miss Becky. Thanks for all you do for Mississippi, man. Let's go. I appreciate all the support tonight. We are still waiting on President Trump. Like I said before, make sure y'all please hit that like button. We got 1,100 people up in here. So if y'all could do me a favor, please leave a like on the video so we can get more people up in here. I really appreciate it. You said Trump is live on his channel? Thank you, Mia, for letting me know. Let me go check real quick. Hold on. Let me check real quick. If Donald Trump live on his channel, we'll go to his channel. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. I see what you're talking about, Mia. Okay, he live, but he ain't talking yet. Thank you, Mia, for letting me know. Thank you, Mia, for letting me know. Yeah, I just went over there. He just went live, but he ain't talking yet. He's just showing the crowd. Let me see. Yeah, he's showing the crowd over there, but he ain't talking yet. Let me pause that one. Oh, here you go. Oh, here we go. Donald Trump is walking up. Here we go. Here we go. We are here. Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Like I said, when he go ahead and start talking, if you send a super chat, I will pop it up on screen. I won't be doing any talking until after the rally is over with, until Donald Trump get done with his speech. because I don't like to talk while he talking and stuff like that. I like to let the content play so everybody can hear everything Donald Trump say. Look at that entrance, y'all. Look at this entrance. This is what you call an entrance. I know they playing music. I don't want to get copyrighted, so we'll wait till he get to the podium, and we'll definitely go and play the content. Like I said before, yeah, I see him now. He coming out now. I got it on. I got it on now. Let's go. Trump, 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 Trump. Let's go. Thank you once again, Becky. Thank you to everybody that showed love. They hit that super chat. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all of you. I really, really appreciate it. It's time to get to the content. We've been talking for an hour and 16 minutes. We've been having fun. Now it's time for the best president we ever had to hit the podium and give us that speech. And we are here. We are ready. And we are ready to go, man. So we just letting the music play, and we definitely finna go ahead and dive straight into it. And LA Rams hit me with another $100. Oh my God. Oh my God. LA Rams with another 100. Trump 2024, turn up the heat. Let's go. Thank you, LA Rams, with the 100 right before Donald Trump get to talking. Thank you. But if y'all do donate throughout the while Donald Trump is talking, I will go back and announce your super chats after the stream. I mean, after he get done. So let's get straight to the content. Thank you, LA Rams.
Hello, Doral. I love Doral. Hello, Miami, and hello, Florida. Thank you. There is nowhere else I'd rather be on this beautiful, cold, very cold summer evening than right here in the middle of the 10th hole. Beautiful hole, isn't it? Look at that lake. Isn't it beautiful? On one of the greatest golf courses on earth. And we really want to thank all of the tens of thousands of people that showed up. This is a lot of people. This is a lot of people. As the world can see, we are under the leadership. The Republican Party is bigger, stronger, more vibrant, and more united than ever, ever, ever before. Every day we are welcoming more Americans to our ranks, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, young people, old people, union members, non-union members. Basically, everyone is joining our movement because it's a movement of common sense. It's common sense. Whatever happened to common sense in government? We've got it. We've got more than anybody's ever had. Meanwhile, the radical left Democrat Party is divided in chaos and having a full-scale breakdown, all because they can't decide which of their candidates is more unfit to be president, sleepy, crooked Joe Biden or laughing Kamala. Laughing Kamala. As you know, in our recent debate, and in honor of all of you, I dealt Joe Biden, even according to the fake news media, the most decisive and overwhelming defeat in the history of presidential debates. I think so, right? I think so. And that was a big crowd that was watching. That was one of the highest rated shows ever on television. So I'm honored to be a part of it. I don't think he's too happy, but, I like being a part of it. But even CNN said as I walked off the stage that it was one of the greatest performances they've ever seen. But it was sort of easy, if you want to know the truth. Our victory was so absolute that Joe's own party now wants him to throw in the towel and surrender the presidency after a single 90-minute performance. They want Crooked Joe out of the race. It's a shame the way they're treating him. But don't feel sorry for him. He's a very bad guy. He weaponized government. Remember that. He's a very bad guy. Don't feel sorry for him. So tonight I'm officially offering Joe the chance to redeem himself in front of the entire world. So Marco and Byron and everybody, here's what we're going to do. You guys can be referees if you like. Let's do another debate this week so that Sleepy Joe Biden can prove to everyone all over the world that he has what it takes to be president. But this time it will be man to man, no moderators, no holes barred. Just name the place, anytime, anywhere. And in the debate, Sleepy Joe also declared that he wanted to test his skills and stamina against mine on the golf course. Can you believe this? Did you ever see him swing? He's like this. That's why this evening I am also, and this is in honor of you and everybody here, is it 45,000 people? That's a lot of people. I'm also officially challenging Crooked Joe to an 18-hole golf match right here. On Doral's Blue Monster, considered one of the greatest tournament golf courses anywhere in the world, one of the great courses of the world. It will be among the most watched sporting events in history, maybe bigger than the Ryder Cup or even the Masters. And I will even give Joe Biden 10 strokes aside. 10 strokes, that's a lot. That means 20 strokes in case you don't play golf. I will give him 10 strokes aside, and if he wins, I will give the charity of his choice, any charity that he wants, $1 million. And I'll bet you he doesn't take the offer. I would bet because he's all talk. But what that match will do is prove that Joe is, in fact, all talk and no action. But on many things, not just golf. When pilots walk into the White House, he says he used to fly planes. He didn't. When truckers come in, he says he used to drive a truck. He didn't. When Jewish people are here, he always attended synagogues, he said, the Jewish people. He didn't attend a synagogue. Did he ever see a synagogue? He doesn't know what a synagogue is. When black people come, he spent his Sundays in black churches. All of it's false, all of it's fake. He's a fake. Unfortunately, he was like that in Afghanistan. He was like that with Russia, Ukraine, and he was like that on October 7th and the attack in Israel. He didn't know what he was doing. But whatever else can be said about crooked Joe Biden, you have to give him credit for one brilliant decision, probably the smartest decision he's ever made. He picked Kamala Harris as his vice president. No, it was brilliant because it was an insurance policy, maybe the best insurance policy I've ever seen, Marco. If Joe had picked someone even halfway competent, they would have bounced him from office years ago, but they can't because she's got to be their second choice. She has no choice and no chance. As vice president, Kamala Harris was given two jobs, two very important jobs, actually. First, she was put in charge of the U.S. border security and the border. And she never showed up. She's never gone. She never went there once. And the border's the worst border in the history of the world, not just in the number of years, the worst. We had the best border in history. She has the worst border in the history of the world. And then she was sent to Europe to deter Russia from attacking Ukraine. How did that work out? Not too good. Both times the result was a deadly failure. Since Kamala was made, the Biden-Harris administration has lost track of an estimated 150,000 children, many of whom have undoubtedly been raped, trafficked, killed, or horribly abused. I think of it, 150,000 children are missing. They're gone. Nobody knows where they are. Many are not with us any longer. She's 100% for the Green New Scam, supports banning the sale of gas-powered cars. Who wants to drive an electric car for the rest of your life? Does anybody? You don't want to drive for 45 minutes and then stop for 3 hours. Is that what you're saying? And wants the American energy industry totally shut down, starting with Pennsylvania fracking and Texas drilling. No drilling in Texas, no fracking in Pennsylvania. We just got a poll from Pennsylvania with 12 points up. That's a lot. We got a poll from Texas with 16 points up. And we have some great people from Texas here tonight. And as a senator, Kamala sided with socialist Bernie Sanders. He's a real socialist. He's serious, but not as bad as Biden turned out to be. Bernie's embarrassed by some of the things that Biden did because they push him around. It's the ultra far left government takeover of the entire healthcare system. And I don't think Kamala Harris's California socialism is going to go down well with the people of Doral, the people of Miami, or the people of Florida. Because in Florida, we don't like socialism. We want our freedom, right? We want our freedom. And we have a lot of people, Marco, from Cuba, from Venezuela, from all over, and they don't want to hear about socialism or communism. Thank you. Despite all the Democrat panic this week, the truth is it doesn't matter who they nominate because we are going to beat any one of them in thundering landslides. And this November is going to be amazing, going to be the most important election in the history of our country because our country's going down the tubes. That's a nice way of saying our country's not doing too well. We've never had anything like it. Our borders, our economy, the worst inflation ever. We have the politics on our side. We have the policies on our side that will make America great again, and they don't. They will only continue to destroy our nation. Our nation is being destroyed. Joe, Kamala, and the entire Democrat establishment have been caught red-handed in the thick of the biggest scandal and the biggest cover-up. It's a cover-up. That's what it is. And I said it when they hit this guy in the basement and then they cheated on the election. It's a cover-up. It's the biggest cover-up in political history. As you know, they are all co-conspirators in the sinister plot to defraud the American public about the cognitive abilities of the man in the Oval Office. Sometimes he's there, not there often. Laughing Kamala, Laffin apostrophe, laughing. Laughing Kamala was in on it. Crazy Nancy Pelosi, who, by the way, is also very cognitively impaired. Have you watched her lately? She's not doing too well. She's not doing too well. I think she's worse than Joe. You want to know that? She was in on it. Crying Chuck Schumer. You ever see him cry? He cries when the phoniest crying I've ever seen. Crying Chuck Schumer was in on it. Every Democrat cabinet member was in on it. They all knew this guy was grossly incompetent, and every Democrat in the House and the Senate was in on it. It was a scam. The American people can never trust this group of liars ever again. They've put our country at great risk and danger. That's why we are going to sweep them all out of office this November. I believe it'll be an election like no other. But the biggest problem for the radical left Democrats is that their candidates are very much, if you take a look, mentally deficient. Is that a nice statement? They are mentally deficient. I'm saying that because the other term is too tough. The biggest problem is that their policies are no good. Their policies are horrible. Americans want strong borders, not open borders. We want low taxes, not high taxes. You know, they want to increase your taxes 4 times by 4 times. We want a strong military, not a woke military. And we don't have a woke. We have some woke generals at top, but they'll be gone so fast your head will spin. But we have a great military. We have a military that defeated ISIS in 4 weeks once I got in. We want no inflation, not 30 or 50% inflation, which is what you had. Think of it. You were destroyed. People were destroyed with the inflation. I don't even order bacon anymore. You know, bacon's gone up like 5. I said, it's too expensive. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, it's gone up many times, right? Byron likes bacon. Bacon, I think maybe, how many stand up, Byron? Byron, how good is Byron? They say it's gone up 4 times 4 times. So we don't eat bacon anymore, right? No more. We want American energy independence, not all electric cars and the Green New Scam. It's the greatest scam. Above all, we want America first, not America last. They want America last. What they're doing to our country is not even believable. That's why Florida is going to defeat the radical left Democrat hoaxers and liars. And the election day, we are going to tell crooked Joe Biden, Joe, you've done a horrible job. You're fired. Get out, Joe. You're fired. You know, it's only 103 degrees out here. So, you know, they built all these, they call them, sir, we have many water spots. I said, what about one for me? Do I have one? I don't have one, Marco. They gave water spots. Everybody has, they call it a water spot. Where water comes out, you get, they don't have anything for me. I'm being drenched up here. With your vote, I will begin saving our country from every Biden disaster, starting the moment I lift my hand from the Bible after taking the oath of office. We're going to do it on day one. On day one, we're going to do it. I will seal the border, stop the invasion. We have an invasion coming through our southern border. And by the way, you know who wants that? You know who wants that invasion stopped the most? Hispanic people, because they don't want their jobs taken. They don't want their homes taken. And you know who it affects the most is black people, because these people are coming in and taking jobs at a level that nobody's ever seen before. What they've done to our country is unbelievable. But we want to send Joe Biden's illegal aliens back home where they belong. Remember, as I said, they come from prisons, they come from jails. All these countries are at record low numbers of crime. They're sending us their criminals from Caracas and Venezuela. Caracas, Venezuela. Next year we'll meet in Venezuela because it will be safe. Their crime has gone down 72% because they've sent all of their drug dealers, their criminals, and most of their prisoners into our country. But that's true with most countries. And if I were running one of the countries throughout the world, not just in South America, I would be doing exactly the same thing. I would have done it faster than they've done it. But our country is being destroyed. 2 weeks ago, it was revealed that Biden and Harris have allowed more than 50 radical Islamic terrorists, some of the worst in the world, by the way, to cross our border and remain at large in our country. And we have no idea where they are. They have no idea also where these terrorists are, but Joe and Kamala are simply carrying on with business as usual, holding fundraisers, taking afternoon naps. And as Joe says, I want to go to the beach today. The guy thinks he looks good in a bathing suit. Did you ever? Well, somebody in his staff told him, you look great in a bathing suit. He can't lift the chair. You know, those chairs are meant for children and old people to lift. Old people and children. And he can't lift them. They weigh about 4 ounces. When I'm president, I promise you this, I will not rest until we have found these radical Islamic terrorists and throw them the hell out of our country. We're going to get them out of here. And we will not let them back in. So many people, very few were thrown out, but the ones that came back in during this Biden administration of open borders, who the hell wants open borders? How crazy is it? Under the Biden border disaster, other countries are emptying out their prisons and their jails. They're emptying out their mental institutions. And I go a step further. You know what an insane asylum is, right? Did anyone ever see the lovely movie Silence of the Lambs? Did you see it? Did you ever hear of Hannibal Lecter? He was a lovely man. He would love to have you for dinner. He will take you. You had many people for dinner. Well, we have a lot of people coming in. They always say, oh, that's terrible, that Trump would say. He is rambling about Hannibal Lecter. No, I'm not rambling. We are allowing people from insane asylums and mental institutions into our country by the tens of thousands, and they're closing them down in other countries. You know the cost savings and all of the savings? And sending bloodthirsty terrorists, savage gang members, and child predators into the United States to prey on our people, to prey on you, to prey on everybody. They're coming not only from South America, but from all over the world, from Asia, Africa, and every other place. They're coming from all over the world. 2 weeks ago, I spoke to the grieving mother, Jocelyn Nungari, a precious 12-year-old girl from Houston who is tied up, stripped, assaulted, raped, strangled to death after walking the block to a 7-Eleven store on the corner. Her body was dumped near the side of the road in a shallow creek. Charged with Jocelyn's heinous murder. Beautiful, beautiful girl. The mother is devastated. Like, I mean, pretty much, I would say over. The mother, I don't know. I spoke to the mother. Mother is just as you would be, as anybody would be. But charged with Jocelyn's heinous murder are 2 illegal aliens who Joe Biden set loose into our country. He let them loose, and they knew who they were. They came across our border claiming they feared for their lives. No, other people feared for. They feared for their lives when they saw these 2 guys. They didn't fear at all. They had no fear. Tough. They're tough people. And Joe Biden and his group of people let them in. We're going to bring back, by the way, we're bringing back Tom Homan. We're bringing back all of the guys that did such a great job on the border. We had the greatest border in history. Brandon Judd, great people. These are great people. One of them was in the country for only 20 days before ending Jocelyn's beautiful American life, and recently in Virginia at Trump National Golf Club in the Potomac River, I had lunch with the mother of and the sister of Rachel Morin. Rachel was a 37-year-old beautiful mother of 5 who was attacked, raped, and brutally murdered while out on a run. She was running. She always wanted to keep herself in good shape, her mother told me. She was a beautiful person. Police believe the sadistic monster charged with Rachel's death first killed another woman in another country, then fled across Joe Biden's wide-open border into the United States, after which he attacked a 9-year-old girl and her mother in a home invasion in Los Angeles before murdering Rachel in Maryland. When I return to the White House, we will stop the plunder, rape, slaughter, and destruction of our American suburbs and cities and towns. We're going to stop it. We will shut down deadly sanctuary cities. I will shift massive portions of federal law enforcement to immigration enforcement. We will close up our border, and we want people to come in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. And on day 1, we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in the history of our country. We have no choice. And as I say, and I say it all the time, and I already said it to you, no one has been hurt more by the Biden invasion than our great African American and Hispanic American populations. Under Crooked Joe, 109% of all net job creation over the last year has gone to migrants. Did you know that? Almost every job that was created has gone to migrants. In fact, more than every job. It's crushing wages for American workers, draining resources for American citizens, and stealing American jobs. And they are stealing them at levels that nobody's ever seen before. Joe Biden wants to be the president for illegal aliens, but I will be the president for law-abiding Americans of every background, every walk of life, and every race, religion, color, and creed. Joe Biden's job numbers are fake. They're fake numbers, and the fake media knows it, but they don't look at all of them back there. Oh, that's a lot, Marco. That's a lot, Marco. I think they probably think I'm going to be announcing that Marco is going to be vice president. I don't know. Because that's a lot of press. That's a lot of press. They're also overwhelmingly part-time jobs, which really means that they're second jobs of people who are struggling to get by. They're being taken by the illegal migrants that are coming into our country in these record numbers. We've never seen anything. It is indeed an invasion. When I return to the White House, I will once again be the greatest jobs president that God has ever created. And like we had 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, we will have full-time jobs at a level that nobody's ever seen before. We had the greatest economy in the history of the planet. Well-paying jobs and jobs that can support a home and a family very, very easily. We had it all. As everyone knows, the Biden economy is a nightmare for working families under Crooked Joe. Inflation, price hikes, and they've cost, listen to this, $28,000. $28,000. And you know, under Trump, you made $14,000. That's a big swing. Under Biden and Harris, half of Americans are not taking a vacation at all this summer because they can't afford to do it. Most say it's because the cost of daily life is so high, no matter what they make, they can't. Because, you know, they like to say 20%, 29%, 26%, 31%. I think your inflation, your real inflation is way over 50%, and I believe that. Meanwhile, Crooked Joe has spent almost 50% of his presidency on vacation. Almost all of it, including many, many weeks on the beach. And mansions are in, think of this. Here's a guy that's been a politician all his life. He's got homes in the Virgin Islands, Nantucket, Lake Tahoe, Kiowa Island. I mean, where the hell did they get all this money, Byron? He's got more homes than I do. What the hell is going on with him? And that home he's got in Delaware is pretty nice, right? But remember, they said it was his son's home. You know, his son is running it, right? You know that, right? You know that. He's running our government. And Jill is helping. Jill is helping. Where's Hunter? Remember the sign? Where's Hunter? Where's Hunter? He's in the White House. Hunter is in the White House running government right now, they say. That's interesting. No wonder Joe doesn't want to give up the job. His own staff says that the only hours he works are 10 a.m. to 4. Does anybody here have a job like that? Raise your hand, please. And I doubt he even spends that. And today he's with the people from NATO. And these people are sharp. I know them very well, every one of them. They're very smart. They're at the top of their game. And they're saying, what the hell is with this guy? We can't figure it out. You know, I saved NATO because when I went down, hey, Barack Hussein Obama, has anyone ever heard of him? He would go and, you know, go to wherever they're holding the NATO meeting and he'd make a nice speech and he'd leave. And Bush would go and make a nice speech and he would leave, in all fairness. Bush, oh yeah. But he'd make a nice speech and he'd leave. They'd all go make speeches and they'd leave. They wouldn't even stay there a day. I went and didn't make a nice speech. I said, what the hell are you doing? Nobody's paying. Nobody was paying. But I didn't want to be obnoxious because I felt, you know, it's the first time I'd ever done this. I went, I didn't even know what the hell NATO was too much before, but it didn't take me long to figure it out, like about 2 minutes. And the first thing I figured out was they weren't paying. We were paying. We were paying almost fully for NATO. And I said, that's unfair, but I didn't want to make a big mess. You know, I was president for about 15 minutes. And I didn't want to, you know, go after NATO as my first thing. But 6 months later, I went back to the second meeting and I said, you know what? You're not paying your bills. You got to pay your bills. Somebody stood up from one of the countries, 28 countries, and only 7 were paying what they should be paying. 28 countries, think of that. And these countries, now we added a couple, but 28 countries. And they said, sir, could I ask you, I said, you have to pay your bills. They said, sir, may I ask you a question? If we don't pay our bills, will you protect us from Russia? I said, you mean you're delinquent? They said, yes, we're delinquent. Let's say we're delinquent. Would you protect us? I said, no, I will not protect you from Russia. The money came in by the billions. It came in. There's never been, right? There has never been. Where's Waltz? Where's Congressman Waltz? Am I correct, Mr. Guy? This guy loves the military. He gets sick when he looks at what we're doing, but he loves it. Is that right? I got billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars came pouring in because he said, oh, this guy's a little different than the other guys. But Joe Biden is a part-time president while you are working overtime to get by. He's a part-time president. He doesn't work. Well, he can't work because he's mentally no good. He's shot. But he was shot 25 years ago. You know, he was never a smart person. In fact, Ted Kennedy was actually a friend of mine. Can you believe it? Because of Palm Beach. He lived in Palm Beach. The Kennedy compound, for those that think the Kennedys are struggling, they had the Kennedy compound, but I did him a favor and he liked me and I was very good to him, actually. And I said to him, Ted, let me ask you a question. Who's the smartest senator? Tell me. And he gave me a name, but I won't say it because I can't stand the guy, okay? I'll tell you later, Marco, who he said. It wasn't you because you weren't there yet, so it can't. But I said, who's the smartest? He gave me a name. I said, so who's the dumbest? He goes, probably Joe. This is like 20 years ago, 20-something years ago. Probably Joe. I said, who's Joe? He said, Joe Biden. I said, really? He's a dumb guy. Yeah, he didn't understand policy. He didn't understand tax. He didn't understand anything. He's hale and hearty and well met. And outside of his really bad hair, he's, sort of a good looking guy at the time, right? I think the facelift did not help him. No, he said, I'm going to get myself a facelift. I'm going to give it one more try. He tried it 3 or 4 times. Didn't work. He tried it 3 or 4 times. Then he said, I'm going to look great. I'm going to get a facelift. You know what took him so long to get into the race? The facelift didn't work. Under my leadership, we will make America affordable again so that every American family can afford to take a thing called a vacation. Isn't that nice? And on day one, we will throw out Bidenomics and replace it with a thing called MAGA-nomics. We will quickly build the greatest economy in the history of the world. I will repeal every disastrous Biden regulation, of which there are many. Cancel Crooked Joe's insane electric vehicle mandate. How stupid. And we will drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill like we never drilled before. We were energy independent 4 years ago. Think of it. We're going to be energy dominant within months. 4 years ago, energy independent. I will deliver large tax cuts, larger than you even have now. I tell the story to people. It's hard to believe. I reduced taxes, the largest tax cuts in the history of our country. I reduced them bigger than the Reagan tax cuts many years ago. And with a lower rate, the following year, we took in much more tax money. Think of it. So we're getting much less. That meant for small businesses, large businesses, because that's what the job creators are. For middle-income people, low-income people, everybody. And he wants to let that expire. And if you do, your taxes are going to go up about 5 times, 4 times to 5 times more. How would you feel if they raise your taxes by 4 or 5 times? Not 2. And remember that when you're going into the voting booth. Do I want to have a terrible president who has no idea where the hell he is? And less importantly, do I want to pay 4 times more tax? And remember, what I'm going to do is something that nobody has ever even thought about doing. No tax on tips. For all of you waitresses, for all of you caddies at Doral. I came to Doral and there were some caddies at the shack. We call it Caddy Shack. It's the most beautiful caddy shack I've ever seen. We have the world's most beautiful. They sit down and watch television. And I never had this before. They were out for a round. They're very sweaty, very, very sweaty guys. Look, they're carrying bags all over the place. Not easy. It's 100 degrees out today, 103, 104. And they saw me and they gave me the biggest hug. I said, get the hell out of here. You're soaking wet. I said, why do you like me so much today? But in the past, you never touched me and kissed me and hugged me. It's very simple, sir. No tax on tips. Thank you very much. So for caddies, for waitresses, it's tremendous. And it's a very complicated thing, frankly, for the government to collect. But they've issued new rules and regulations that make it very bad for people. The reason I thought of this, I was in Nevada, where we're leading, by the way, a lot. We're up by like 14 points in Nevada. That's supposed to be a little bit Democrat territory, but we're leading in Nevada. And a waitress came over, beautiful waitress. And I never like talking about physical. She's beautiful inside. Because you never talk about a person's look, ever. You never mention it. The other day, I got very angry. Some man called Chris Christie fat. And I said, sir, and then he said he was a pig. I said, sir, Chris Christie is not a fat pig. Please remember that. He is not a fat pig. Please take it back. And the guy's looking at me like, really? No, we have to defend people. You can't call people fat. So I said about 9 times, he is not a fat pig. So every time you leave a tip for the next 4 months, because it's going to go into effect very quickly, make sure that you write on the receipt, vote Trump for no tax on trips. No tax on tips. That's a good one. No, but the waitress said, I said, how are you doing? She said, she worked there a long time, great person, beautiful person. And she said, oh, it's brutal with the government, what they do to us. It's crazy. They come, you know, they put on 88,000 people to go and take advantage of people like that. And she said, it's brutal. I said, you know, I have a great idea. How about no tax on tips? That was the extent of my study, one waitress. But it's true. It made so much. Isn't it funny that nobody ever thought of that but me? Isn't that weird? But it's a great thing, and they deserve their money. They work hard for it. They deserve it. They deserve it. Marco, you're going to vote for it, I hope. Well, you may or may not be there to vote for it, but you'll be involved. It's no wonder Joe Biden and his thugs are so desperate to stop us. They know that we are the only ones who can stop them. That's why they are weaponizing law enforcement against their opponents. They are turning America into communist Cuba or socialist Venezuela. By the way, Venezuela is much more than socialist by now. You know that, right? We got it. Who's here from Venezuela? Who's here from Cuba? You know, I had it all done with Cuba. I was going to, they didn't rig the election within 6 months. We were going to have that all worked out. They were ready. Then Biden came in, right? Then Biden came in, he opened it up. It's a disgrace. Trying to silence dissent and put their political adversaries behind bars. He wants to put me behind bars. My parents are looking down saying this was not planned when he went to the Wharton School of Finance. The great Alphonse Capone, you know Alphonse, a very nice gentleman, very fine man. Scarface, they call him in some territory. He has a scar from here to here. He didn't get it by playing tiddlywinks either. No, he was a guy that, see this man right up here is a very tough guy. I know him, he's tough as hell. If he ever had dinner with Al Capone and Al Capone didn't like him, he'd look at him and say, are you mocking me? And this guy would go, no, no, I promise I'm not. But if Alphonse didn't like you, you'd never see him again, darling. Your husband would never be home again. He'd right now be a part of a foundation of a very tall building. But Al Capone got indicted less than I did. Think of it, Alphonse Capone. My parents would look down, they were so great. They're saying, how did this ever happen to my son? But you know what? We're finding out, and everybody knew, and I've been saying it's a total fraud. It was election interference, that's all it was. All Biden, they're all Biden indictments, the local ones, the state ones. They're all Biden indictments. He's a bad guy. And he's unleashed a horrible thing on this country. He's really done. Wouldn't you say, Byron? He has unleashed a horrible thing because, you know, that can happen the other way around too. But the Supreme Court came out with an incredible decision this week, and it was, I have great respect for the courage that they've shown. Great respect for the courage that they've shown. They have great intellect and great insight, incredible insight. They got it. They saw what was happening, not only with me, but with other people, what they did with the Fisher verdict. You know the Fisher verdict, right? That has to do with the J6 people. They had great decisions this last week. Decisions on regulations that are going to free up businesses and allow businesses to hire people and thrive. All of their persecution is only happening because I am running for president and leading very big in every single poll. And we're not just leading against crooked Joe Biden, we're leading against Kamala, and we're leading against everybody else. And our senators and our congressmen are coming in with us. We're going to have a big day, most important day. The radical left Democrats have spent this entire election posing as defenders of democracy. You ever hear Biden? He's a threat to democracy. He doesn't even know what the hell the term is. Trump is a threat to democracy. This guy, low IQ. He's a low IQ individual. But they're lying in the entire world of Joe Biden's condition. I mean, you see his condition. You see them frantically trying to overturn the results of 50 state primaries and install a new candidate at the behest of their very rich donors. Do you know that we took in record numbers over the last 4 weeks, and most of it was taken in with small donors, $61 on average, $61. And those people vote. But the Democrats, I think that their funding is stopping because I think they're rich donors. They have a lot of rich donors. We have some, but we don't really focus on it. We focus on the small donor. To me, one thing, every small donor votes. The rich donors, they're in Monte Carlo during the election. You know, how's the election going? Joe Biden is a threat to democracy. He is a major threat to democracy, and Democrats are the ones who really want to destroy democracy in our country. The radical left Democrats rigged the presidential election in 2020, and we're not going to allow them to rig the presidential election in 2024. And every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of honor. I do. Because I'm being indicted for you. Never forget, our enemies want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. It's as simple as that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being indicted. Thank you. I didn't know. What does it mean to be indicted? Thank you. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. And in the end, they're not after me. They're after you. I just happen to be standing in their way, and I always will be standing in their way. We're not going to let happen to our country what's happened to so many countries that many of you people were very much involved in through your parents and grandparents. You know what happened to so many of those countries. We're thrilled to be joined tonight by many fantastic Florida patriots, including a man who's become really a friend of mine. We had a vicious campaign for a while, and he was tough and he was smart. And I got to really know him well over the years, and he's a fantastic guy, Senator Marco Rubio. Marco? Thank you, Marco. Thank you. And you have a great tandem because you have another great senator who was a great governor, fantastic governor, Senator Rick Scott. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. We have a lot of congressmen. Let's introduce it. What the hell else do we have to do, right? Should we introduce? And by the way, at the end, do you want the music or do you want no music? Music, ready? Music or no music, ready? Who wants some music? Who wants a little bit quicker, no music? I think we have music tonight. Get the music ready. Get the music ready. We have some incredible, talented warriors, representatives. Corey Mills. Corey, thank you. Thank you, Corey. Great guy. Brian Mast. We love Brian. Thank you, Brian. Mike Waltz. Thank you, Mike. Doing great. A man I'm not going to get into a fight with him anytime soon. Byron Donalds, who's fantastic. His wife, by the way, is a true expert on education. I say, stay ready. Thank you, Dara. Thank you. Thank you, Dara, for being here. Appreciate it. Great, great person. Maria Salazar. Thank you, Maria. Great. Thank you very much. Carlos Jimenez. Carlos. Good man. Mario Diaz-Balart. Thank you. Thank you. Great job. You have a fantastic lieutenant governor that's here, Jeanette Nunes. Jeanette, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. And Florida State Senators Debbie Mayfield. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you very much. Ileana Garcia. Thank you. Ana Maria Rodriguez. Thank you. Great people. State Representatives Jessica Baker. Randy Fine. Where's Randy Fine? Good. Thanks, Randy. Kevin Steele. Paula Stark. Juan Carlos Porras. Alina Garcia. David Barrero. Fabian Pasebe. Fabian, thank you. Tom Fabricio. Thank you, Tom. Thanks, Tom. Vicky Lopez. A very good guy, fantastic person, great politician, frankly, but he loves the state. Incoming Speaker of the Florida House, Danny Perez. Thank you, Danny. Good job. Good luck, Danny. That should be an easy job. Good luck. And Alex Rizzo. Thank you, Alex, very much. A person who I know personally does a fantastic job as the mayor of Doral, Christy Fraga. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Doral. Thank you. Great job. Appreciate it. Vice Mayor Oscar Pugue Carvey. Oscar, Vice Mayor. Thank you, Oscar. Councilwoman Digna Cabral. Thank you, Digna. Thank you very much. Sweetwater Mayor Jose Pepe Diaz. I've known him a long time. Pepe. Western Mayor Margaret Brown. Thank you, Margaret. Boy, we got a lot of politics. You have no idea. I'm introducing about 25%. We did it by the luck of the draw. Miami-Dade County Commissioners Kevin Cabrera and J.C. Bermudez. J.C., thank you. Great people, great politicians, but good politicians. The next Miami-Dade County Sheriff, Rosie Cordero Stutz. Thank you, Rosie. Good luck. She has my endorsement. Thank you. Thank you. Ambassador Carlos Trujillo. Carlos Trujillo. Thank you, Carlos. Great job you're doing. A friend of all of ours, and this woman is amazing. Laura Loomer. Where is she? Where's Laura? She is amazing. Felix Lasarte. Felix. Where is Felix? My lawyer. He's my lawyer. How am I doing? Am I getting the damn zoning done, Felix? He's doing a great job. And my sons, and we have one of my sons, this is the first time he's ever done it. First of all, one you know, and he's an incredible guy. He's very tough. He's very, very strong, great speaker, great talent. Donald Trump Jr. And another son who's here tonight. I love when my sons and family come, you know, it's really nice. Somebody who's fantastic, works so hard, so smart, has a great wife, as does Don. Oh, you like Laura, right? Let's get off Eric and let's talk about Laura. Laura's only the head of the Republican Party. She's upwardly mobile. She's upwardly mobile. But a man who's done an incredible job at the company, and I think there has never been a human being that's had more subpoenas. Every day, Congress would serve a subpoena on him, and he has done some job, I'll tell you. Eric Trump. Thank you. Great job. And a very young man. This is a young man. He just turned 18. Oh, look at this. A very young man who's now going to college, got into every college he wanted to, and he made his choice. And he's a very good guy, I'll tell you. You know, I'm not allowed to call them boy, but he is my boy. He's my boy. They're all my boys, right? When you have sons, they can be any age. They're your boy. They're always going to be. And he's a very special guy. Barron Trump. This is the first time he's ever done this. Barron. Where is Barron? Stand up. Look at him. That's the first time he's done it. That's the first time, right? Hey, you're pretty popular. He might be more popular than Don and Eric. We got to talk about this. Hey, Don, we got to talk about this, huh? All right. So, Barron, it's good to have you. Welcome to the scene, Barron. I don't know. He had such a nice, easy life. Now it's a little bit changed. Anyway, a special guy, right? Also, some grandchildren who are very talented. Two of them are great golfers, really great golfers. You all know about Kai. Where's Kai? Kai. And a real little killer. She hits a long ball for her size. She can barely lift the club until she swings. Her swing is perfect. Chloe. And Don Jr. is here somewhere, I think. Vanessa is here. Oh, there he is. Good. Hi, Don. What a good group. Vanessa Trump, stand up. Thanks. Thank you, Don Jr. That's good. Don the Third. And also a real friend of the family. She's been friendly. You know, she started off on The Five years ago, and she made that show very successful. She was the star of that show, actually. And she was always good to me a long time, long before I knew her in this capacity. And she was really a big star on television, very, very big. The Five, when it was just in its infancy and it was hot as it could be. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Thank you, Kimberly. And she hasn't stopped. So thank you all for being here. And I know I didn't introduce many congressmen and lots of others, but I think we have to get back to the business at hand. Is it too hot for anybody? No, not bad. Once you get used to the fact that you're soaking wet, from the moment we take back the White House from crooked Joe Biden, I believe we are going to have the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, shortly after we, all of us together, win the presidency, I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled, and I will prevent our nation, and we will prevent the whole world from entering World War III, because that's where we are. We're very close to World War III, and Biden doesn't have a clue. We should have never allowed, if you think about it, Russia, Ukraine would have never happened. October 7th, the attack on Israel would have never happened. Inflation would have never happened. Think of our country if the election wasn't rigged. Think of it. Think where we'd be if they didn't rig that election. So we're not going to let it happen again, because our country won't exist. It would be I believe it would be the last election we've ever had if anything happened. I really believe it. We're not going to let that happen. You got to get out and vote. If I was president, though, and think of it, Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our country, would also never have happened. It would have never happened. You know, Ukraine, when you think Ukraine, I had a very good relationship with Putin. We talked about it. It was the apple of his eye. Would have never happened. I told him, can't do it. You're not going to do it. October 7th, the attack on Israel, I knew it so well. They had no money because the purveyor of funds was Iran, and Iran was broke. They had all sorts of sanctions. Nobody could buy. China couldn't buy. China was a massive buyer of oil from Iran. I said, if you buy from Iran, you can't do business in the United States. And they did very well in the United States. And they didn't buy nobody, but Iran was broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas. And we had no terror. You know, I always wanted to talk about it when I was president. I was 3 years in, 3.5 years in. I said, I want to just brag a little bit. I want to say that we had no terror. There were no terror attacks in 4 years, but I wanted to brag about it. But I wanted to wait till I got out, and now I brag about it all the time. We had very few terrorists allowed into our country. We had a year, 2019, where the charts come out, how many terrorists enter the country. Now, I think they're wrong because I can't believe it, but they actually had no terrorists. 0 terrorists came in 2019. That was a Trump year. Now we have thousands and thousands of terrorists pouring into our country from all over the world, and they're the worst terrorists in the world. They're the biggest and the worst, and we got them living in our country. They actually put down 2019, Trump, no terrorists, 0. I don't believe that, but that's what they have, and that was done by Border Patrol and others, State Department. I'll take it. I don't believe it, but it was very close to nothing, and they actually have 0 terrorists came into our country. We were tough on it. And we would not have Russian warships and nuclear submarines surrounding Cuba 60 miles off our coast. You know that, right? For all of you people in Cuba, congratulations. You're now being protected by Russia. Congratulations. Can you imagine that the press, the fake news, those people, they don't even talk about it. We have nuclear submarines and 5 warships in Cuba, and they don't even talk about it. If that happened to me as president, it would be the biggest story every single day. But they don't talk about it because they're fake and corrupt news. When I was in the White House, I canceled Barack Hussein Obama's deal with the Cuban dictatorship and reimposed tough sanctions on that regime. They were ready to break. They were all set, and then we had the election taken away, robbed, rigged. Joe Biden has gone weak and soft on Cuban communists, as you know better than anybody, so many of you here. And he's abandoned the brave Cuban dissidents while the Cuban people are suffering, starving, and dying in Cuba. Would have been all solved very quickly. As president, I will again stand with the people of Cuba in their long quest for justice, liberty, and freedom. In my next term, we will build a great iron dome over our country, a dome like has never been seen before, a state-of-the-art missile defense shield that will be entirely made in the USA, right here in your state, right here in Florida. We'll build a big section. You have a lot of defense. We moved a lot of companies into Florida for defense purposes. I will not cut 1 penny from Social Security or Medicare, and I will not raise the retirement age by 1 day. Biden is going to do that because he's allowing these people that come in to go on to Social Security and Medicare, to go into the hospitals. And, we want to be nice, but no country can sustain this. No country can sustain it. I kept that promise for 4 straight years, and I will keep it again. We have plenty of other resources. We're not going to touch Social Security or Medicare. If the millions of Biden migrants became citizens, Medicare and Social Security will be gone. They'll be gone. They'll be gone. We're going to rebuild our cities into beacons of hope, safety, and beauty better than they have ever, ever, ever been before. We will take over the horribly run capital of our nation in Washington, D.C., and clean it up, renovate it, and rebuild our capital city so that it's no longer a nightmare of murder and crime, but rather it will become the most beautiful capital anywhere in the world. Right now, if you leave Florida, oh, let's go, darling. Let's look at the Jefferson Memorial. Let's look at the Washington Monument. Let's go and look at some of the beautiful scenes, and you end up getting shot, mugged, raped. We're going to take over our capital, and we're going to run it tough and smart, and we're going to beautify it. We're going to get all the graffiti off the marble. We're going to fix the roads and the medians, which are falling down all over the streets. We're going to make our capital beautiful again. We're going to do the same thing with our cities, even though Democrat run. We're going to work with Democrat governors and mayors if we have to. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children. And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. And I will keep men out of women's sports. Can you imagine? Can you imagine even having to say that? I will fully uphold the Second Amendment. We will protect innocent life, and we will restore free speech in our country. And I will secure our elections once and for all. Our goal will be 1 day voting with paper ballots, proof of citizenship, and voter ID. Very simple. But until then, Republicans must win. You must get out and vote. We want a landslide, and let's call it this: too big to rig. Too big to rig. Thank you. Look at all the front row Joes. Oh, wow. Wow, they've been to like 200 rallies. Thank you very much. It's a great honor to have you. Great. It's a great honor. These are real patriots. They make a lot of money, I guess, because they're at every rally. I go to California, have a rally, I have the front row Joes there. If you took the 10 worst presidents in the history of the United States and added them up, they would not have done near the destruction to our country as Joe Biden and the Biden administration has done. Think of it. I used to say 5. Remember? 6 months ago, I'd say 5 worse. I added 10. I could go higher than that. There's nobody that's done destruction to our country. And now we find out he probably doesn't even know he did it, okay? Joe, why did you do it? What did I do? So if you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know and vote. You got to vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day, vote anytime you want, but vote and follow your vote. Make sure that it gets counted. You can do that. Follow that vote because these people cheat like nobody's ever cheated before. Frankly, they're no good at policy, but they're good at cheating. And if you want to help us ensure election integrity, sign up at protectthevote.com. So in conclusion, from Jacksonville to Miami, from Tampa to Tallahassee, from the beautiful place that I know very well, destined to right here in Doral, we inherit the legacy of generations of American patriots who gave their blood, sweat, and tears to defend our country and our freedom. We stand on the shoulders of American heroes who crossed the ocean, settled the continent, tamed the wilderness, laid down the railroads, raised up those great, beautiful skyscrapers, won 2 world wars, and from right here in this beautiful state, launched our brave American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the face of the moon. Together, they made America into the single greatest nation in the history of the world. Likewise, we are a nation where energy costs have reached the highest levels in our history. We are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, as we were just a few short years ago. We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and others for oil. Please, please, please help us, Joe Biden says. And yet we have more liquid gold under our feet than any other country anywhere in the world. We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be reducing their oil production while at the same time substantially increasing the price. And we met that threat by announcing that we will no longer be drilling for oil in large areas of Alaska and elsewhere in our precious land. We are a nation that is considered and consumed by the radical left's Green New Deal. Yet everyone knows that the Green New scam is fake and will lead only to our destruction. We are a nation whose leaders are demanding all electric cars, despite the fact that they don't go far, cost too much, and whose batteries are produced in China with materials only available in China, when an unlimited amount of gasoline is available inexpensively in the United States, but not available in China. And now we are a nation that wants to make our revered and very powerful army tanks, the best in the world, all electric. so that despite the fact that they are also not able to go far, fewer pollutants will be released into the air as we blast our way through enemy territory in an environmentally friendly way. And they also want to make our great jet fighters with a green stamp of energy savings, though losing 15% efficiency, but allowing us to keep our enemy's atmosphere clean of emissions as we viciously and unceremoniously attack them at levels never seen before. Who are these people? Who are these fools that would do this to us? Who are these people who would ruin our country? We are a nation that ended oil exploration and production in the United States, just as the price of oil reached an all-time high. What other country would do such a stupid thing, a foolish thing, and self-destruct itself, just like we've done for 4 years? Can we be energy independent and even energy dominant again? Yes, oh yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Yes, oh yes, and we will do it quickly. We are a nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving dead soldiers, American citizens, and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment anywhere in the world. We left it behind. And also abandoning Bagram, one of the biggest military bases anywhere in the world, and only 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons. And we are a nation that allowed Russia, Ukraine to fight, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. It would never have happened with me as your president, and for 4 straight years, it didn't happen. Likewise, the horrifying attack on Israel would have never happened. They wouldn't even have thought of doing such a thing if President Trump was in the Oval Office. Iran was broke under the Trump administration. They didn't have the money to fund Hamas, Hezbollah, and all of the other instruments of terror that they use. But those sanctions were lifted by a corrupt Biden administration. And now Iran is a rich country with $250 billion. Think of that. Iran now has, from nothing, they were broke. They now have $250 billion. $6 billion they also got for hostages, $6 billion. And for electricity to Iraq, they were given $10 billion, all compliments of an incompetent Biden administration. And China with Taiwan is next. We are a nation that allows radical left terrorists to violently attack our cities, leaving behind massive destruction and death, and nothing happens to the criminals that do these terrible things. There is no punishment. But when people who love our country protest on January 6th in Washington, they become hostages, unfairly imprisoned for long periods of time. But fortunately, the Supreme Court has just ruled, and they should be out soon. We are a third world nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never seen before in our country. We've got a Federal Bureau of Investigation that won't allow bad election-changing facts to be presented to the public, and which offers $1 million to a writer of fiction about Donald Trump to lie and to say it was fact. Where Hunter Biden's laptop from hell was Russian disinformation, and the FBI knew it wasn't. But 51 intelligence agents said it was, and a Department of Justice that refuses to investigate egregious acts of voting irregularities and fraud. And we have a man who is totally corrupt, totally incompetent, and the worst president in the history of our country, who is cognitively impaired and is a president who is not legally allowed to stand trial because he is mentally incompetent, but he is allowed to become the president of the United States again. And he is in no condition to lead, and is now in charge of dealing with Russia and China and all of these countries on possible nuclear war. He has no clue what he's doing or where he is. And next will be World War III, because he doesn't know what he's doing. And this will be a war more devastating than any of the other wars. It will be a war like no other, because of the weaponry that no one wants to even think about or ever talk about. We are a nation that no longer has a free and fair press. Fake news is all you get, and they are indeed the enemy of the people. They refuse to discuss the Biden crime family, but enjoy covering the false indictments of Donald J. Trump, who has done nothing wrong except win an election against crooked Hillary Clinton. We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed and where crime is rampant and out of control like never before. We are a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon and China to use the trillions and trillions of dollars it has taken from us to build a military to rival our own. And less than 4 years ago, we had Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, all in check. They respected us. They were afraid of us. They weren't going to do a thing against us, and everyone knows it. Now Russia and China are holding summits to carve up the rest of the world. And perhaps most importantly, we are a nation that is no longer admired, respected, or listened to on the world stage. They just aren't. We are a nation, in fact, that in many ways has become a joke. And we are a nation that is hostile to liberty, freedom, faith, and even to God. We are a nation whose economy is collapsing into a cesspool of ruin, and whose supply chain is broken, whose stores are not stocked, whose deliveries are not coming, and whose educational system is ranked at the very bottom of every single list. We are a nation that just sold a once great company, United States Steel, to Japan. We are a nation whose stock market's continued success is continued and contingent on MAGA winning the next election. If MAGA doesn't win the next election, you will have a 1929 type depression. We are a nation where large packs of sadistic criminals and thieves are allowed to go into stores and openly rob them, beat up and kill their workers and customers, and leave with armloads of goods, but with no retribution, where the authority of our great police has been taken, where their families and pensions have been threatened, and their lives would be destroyed for the mere mention of the words law enforcement. We are a nation where fentanyl and all other forms of illegal drugs are easier to get than groceries to feed our beautiful families and babies. We have become a drug-infested, crime-ridden nation which is incapable of solving even the simplest of problems. We will institute the powerful death penalty for drug dealers, where each dealer is responsible for the death during their lives of 500 people or more. Mothers will never again be forced to watch their children overdosing and hospitaling. And we will never allow mothers to watch their child hopelessly dying in their arms, screaming, "What can I do? What can I do? Help me, God, what can I do?" We are a nation whose once revered airports are a dirty, crowded mess. You sit and wait for hours and then are notified that the plane won't leave, that they have no idea when they will, where ticket prices have tripled. They don't have the pilots to fly the planes. They don't see qualified air traffic controllers, and they just don't know what the hell they are doing. We are a nation that screens its citizens viciously at all ports, but if you are an illegal alien, you are allowed to flow through by the millions and millions right over our southern border. We are a nation that has lost its confidence, lost its willpower, and lost its strength. We are a nation that has lost its way. But we are not going to allow this horror to continue. Less than 4 years ago, we were a great nation, and we will soon be a great nation again. With the right leadership, every disaster Joe Biden has created can be fixed, and quickly. Every problem can be solved, and every wrong can be rectified, and it will be rectified very quickly. By this time next year, America's borders will be strong, sealed, and secure. Inflation will be in full retreat. Our economy will be at a level that will equal and even surpass what it was 4 years ago. Optimism will be surging. The American dream will be thriving again for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. Law and justice will reign all throughout our land. Freedom will be restored. The flame of liberty will be burning bright. Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of our country, will be a fading memory of the past, and our great silent majority, including the once forgotten men and women of our country, will be the one shaping America's magnificent future when I am the 47th President of the United States. Because we are all Americans, and together we will show November 5th to be the most important day in the history of America. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America free again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, Florida. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miami.
All right. All right. There we go right there. This right here was a great speech, man. I like the way like he put the music up in there. Here you go with the dancing. This right here was amazing, man. This was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I mean, the music with it. I'm telling y'all right now, there is no way Joe Biden could have did a speech that long without falling asleep or either fumbling and mumbling all over the place. If Joe Biden would have started that speech at 8 o'clock, he wouldn't have got done. He wouldn't have got done with that speech until about 5 hours later. I mean, come on now. That right there was amazing. That was like you said, Rick James, that's a mic drop. That right there was amazing, man. I absolutely love this speech. And he threw a lot of shots. You see, he called Marco Rubio name a lot. He called Marco Rubio name a lot, man. He did call Byron Donalds name a good bit of times as well, but he definitely called Marco Rubio name a lot. I seen a lot of y'all saying, I hope he don't pick him. I hope he don't pick him. Yo. But this right here was absolutely fantastic. Shout out to everybody who joined the stream. We had fun. You know, we talked about an hour and a half before, Donald Trump came out. But this right here was awesome, man. I appreciate everybody that showed up. I appreciate everybody that super chatted, everybody that hit that like button, all the new subscribers that we got, new people came to the channel. I appreciate all of you. Thank y'all very much. But he did call Marco Rubio name a lot. It seemed like he hinted at Marco Rubio and Byron Donalds. So I don't know. Because I seen a lot of y'all, I was watching the chat, and I seen a lot of y'all saying, whoa, hold on now. He's calling Marco Rubio name too much. Is he going to pick Marco? He's calling his name a lot. I seen the chat. I seen y'all going crazy over that. And he did say Byron Donalds, a good bit of times as well, but not much as he said Marco Rubio. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, man, this right here was a great speech. And like I said, he said LA Rams had one of the best rallies ever. This was definitely a great rally. This right here was great. That's the reason why I said I don't never interrupt Donald Trump rallies. Like, when he's doing these rallies, I do not like to interrupt. I like to listen, and I just give you all my thoughts, you know what I'm saying, at the end. Now, let's see, is Joe Biden going to take Donald Trump challenge on the golf course? He probably ain't going to do that. He said he would, but Joe Biden ain't finna challenge Donald Trump. He ain't finna do it. Joe Biden, he cannot hit the ball. Obviously, we seen that. Joe Biden cannot golf at all. This right here proves everything you need to see.
The green's right over there. It's that way. Look, sir, just bend a little bit that way and swing away and just straight up. It's fine. Great.
I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
That right there shows you everything you need to know. But like I said, I appreciate everybody who came out. How long we been live? 2 hours and 36 minutes. Wow. But I will leave on that note. I appreciate everybody that came out. Thank y'all very, very much. Like I said before, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. I will play a couple of these for y'all before we get up out of here. And y'all get ready, especially everybody that's here. Make sure you get ready for the rally he got on the 13th. I think it's Saturday or Sunday, one of them days. I'm not for sure. But I already got it scheduled. So y'all be ready for that. But let's go ahead and play this Donald Trump ad. If you're having a problem sleeping at night, Donald Trump would like for you to take Bidenica.
If you're having trouble sleeping, ask your doctor about Bidenica, the sleep aid made from 100% Joe Biden press conference.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Bidenica has a patented blend of confusion and forgetfulness that will calm the most overactive brains.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
When they sold out American jobs and killed the Keystone Pipeline, it kept me up all night worrying about how we'd pay our bills. But then I got Bidenica, and I've never slept better.
Sometimes when I get hopped up on sugar, my parents give me Bidenica so I pass out. Other times they give it to me during the day, probably so they can do the deed. Gross.
Warning. People who have used Bidenica have experienced rapid lying and an inability to secure the southern border. Others have hallucinated and fought breakfast cereals.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Ask your doctor if Bidenica is right for you.
Oh, man. But salute to everybody that came out. We finna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank y'all very much. Like I said, be ready for the next one. I do have it scheduled already. It's on the 13th. So y'all get ready for that one, another rally. But this was truly one of Donald Trump's greatest rallies of all time. This right here was amazing. Like I said before, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.